I would like to take a break from filming makeup tutorials and I would like to share with you my beauty favorites. Now, I don't typically do monthly favorites because I really want to test out the product, and if it's a staple in my routine and in my daily life, I will forever hold on to them and will consider them my ultimate favorite. So these products right here are my ultimate favorite products. We are going to start off with the skincare. I recently discovered Raw Canvas, and I shared my skincare favorites and devices in my previous video, but this skincare line is essentially a vegan organic skincare that has very minimal ingredients, and it works great especially for breakout prone skin. I do have acne prone skin, if you guys don't know, and if you watch my videos, I do have a really bad scarring. Typically scars on my skin last for about a year or even longer. Even if I don't have active breakouts, the reason why I have like a dull skin, it's just the pigmentation that I have on my skin, which takes a while to heal. So when I discovered this brand, specifically this cleanser right here, I fell in love. This is the most gentle cleanser that I've ever used. It does not break me out, it does not irritate my skin, and I do find that even if I have upcoming breakouts, it would go away within a day as long as I use this in conjunction with the polish cleanser that I have. Every time I finish cleansing, I like to use the radiance boosting toner. I don't essentially know the purpose of this, but I do know that it makes my skin feel hydrated, and also it makes it look brighter. So I have been loving this too, and the bottle is cute, and I love the fact that they have a recycling program where you could send the empty bottles back and they will give you credit for it. Another somewhat skincare favorite, but I feel like I use this more for makeup, is this Glow Recipe Watermelon Ultrafine Setting Mist. This right here gives the most natural, amazing glow without making me look greasy or oily throughout the day. I really love this mist paired with my super matte foundation. It adds that natural glow to the skin, as well as it takes away the powderiness and the cakiness that I have on my foundation. And the scent is watermelon. This is another, I would say this would be a vegan brand that is based in Korea, and I really love this formula right here. It's not too heavy and it does not clog my pores. And the mister, oh my gosh, like, it's very fine and majestic, and by far the finest mister that I have in my setting spray slash facial mist collection. I wanted to share with you this brush refresh mist, and this is the Makeup Max brand, and this is a brush cleanser, and it says right here that it's a quick drying formula that cleanses brushes with ease, and you could use this twice or thrice. And this has got alcohol, silk protein, calcium, and fragrance. The smell of this is a combination of alcohol and a little bit of perfume, but I actually don't mind. I really love this in cleaning my eye brushes specifically. I've had a lot of brushes that whenever I use color, it stains the brush, and no matter how deep cleansing I do, it does not get rid of the stain. Whereas if I spray this, the stain is ultimately gone, and it smells great. It dries within 30 seconds, and this is a great product if you're a makeup lover like me and you like to change up your eye makeup, or if you're a makeup artist. And this is only $20 and you can get it from Makeup Max, and it's such a good buy. I only have a few products in makeup, and these are the products that I honestly keep going back and using for everyday or on videos, or even just, you know, if I just want to put on makeup. The first being is this Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation. I've forgotten about this. I do know that I reviewed this foundation, but then after that review, I kind of just put it at the back of my makeup collection and forgotten about this. I recently busted this out because the color match is pretty decent. Like, it's not spot on, but it's a tinge light, which I could get away because I could easily just add bronzer and a darker powder and I'm good to go. But this gives the most full coverage you've ever even encountered, especially in the drugstore. It does not oxidize, it does not break me out, and it is great for oily skin. I find that whenever I wear this on a work day for 8 hours, I don't need to touch up, and the coverage is still there. It doesn't break apart even if I get really sweaty and hot. This is such a good foundation. I do know that they've extended the range, which is really good, especially here in New Zealand and Australia. We tend to get a lot of things late, but this one is a good drugstore foundation. For powder, this is a recent discovery as well. I've been using this for about a month and a half or almost 2 months, and I really like this powder. It does not feel heavy and it sets my makeup beautifully. It keeps me matte. I've been wearing this foundation for about 4.5 hours, and usually around that time I would get like shiny throughout my T-zone and stuff, but honestly I'm not even one bit of shiny anywhere on my face. And the one thing that I really love about this is it has SPF 15. Powders are very hard to come by, especially with SPF 15 that won't create any flashback, but this honestly is such a good powder. I know that this is relatively affordable for bare minerals, and this is what it looks like. It's just a translucent powder, and it's a great overall powder, especially now that we're heading towards summer. Another powder product is this ambient lighting palette. I have been using this palette since I rediscovered it. I mainly used the highlighter before, but when I started using this powder, it's such a good powder, and I do love to apply this on top of my bronzer because it creates that nice glow. I have that on my cheek at the moment, and as you can see, whenever I turn, it gives me the most healthy and glowy skin without enhancing my texture on my face. I know that I could use this to set my whole face, but I find that it has a little bit of like a pink undertone to it, so I'd rather have this as a bronzer topper as opposed to me setting my whole face. And for highlighter, I tend to use these two right here mixed together as well. Again, I have that on my face, and it just gives me the best glow that I could possibly need. I do know that you could use this as a bronzer, but personally I have oily skin. I find that it makes my skin look very shimmery and covered with sparkles if I were to use this as a bronzer, but as a highlight it's a perfect consistency. Another powder is this Mecca Cosmetica Enlightened highlighter, and this is the mini version, and I received this as a gift from Mecca Max when I purchased a whole bunch of stuff from them, and oh my gosh, this gives you the most metallic, very opaque highlight in the universe. As you can see, it has a little bit of a rose gold undertone, which I reckon works great with a lot of skin tone. I see Makeup by Jazz or Jasmine Hand on YouTube use this on all of our clients with different skin tones, and they work great. It all comes down on how much product you put on the face. But oh my goodness, this is such a good highlight. You could build this up, you could use this as a wash up highlight, and it just creates the most beautiful glow that you could possibly need. And I love the fact that you could use this in your eyes as well, or like pretty much all over your body. The best concealer that I've ever encountered and used is from the drugstore, and this is the Australis Fresh and Flawless Concealer. I have used this consistently, especially on the past videos that I've uploaded, and even for everyday. I really love the consistency of this. In terms of formula, I would say that this has got the same formula as the Born This Way multi-scalp concealer. You could layer this on top of the powder. You could build this up and it does not look or feel heavy or cakey, and it doesn't gather around and bunch up. And I really love this concealer. I find that it does not break apart, and also it keeps the coverage all throughout the day, and it's very, very affordable. I highly recommend. Last but not the least, my brow pencil. Not recently, I think I would say 2 or almost 3 months ago, I purchased the Off and On Skinny Brow Pencil, and Off and On is the salon that I go to get my brows waxed and tinted, and I discovered that they made their own brow product, and I purchased this one, and it has the perfect undertone against my hair color, because most of the time the brow pencil that I purchased has got a little bit of warmth to it, whereas this one is straight up cool tone and it's very neutral. It has a very skinny one. It helps me create feather or hair-like strokes on my brows, and I am wearing that today, and my brows look so bushy and healthy and plushy. Also, I love the fact that it has a spoolie. The spoolie is great. It's very hard to come across a brow pencil with a great spoolie. Some of them are very prickly and hard, but this one is quite soft that you could definitely use this to brush your brow hairs up. And I really like this brow pencil. I have been using that brow pencil for every day since I've got it. The non-makeup item that I have, and that is a favorite, is this portable fan right here. Whenever I finish spraying my toner, I would use this to kind of dry my face so that I can move on to the next step. I also use this whenever I finish applying setting spray on my makeup, and also if the weather gets too hot, I use this as well, and it's great around the neck area because it's concentrated and it will cool you down. Another great thing about this portable fan is that it has a USB port, so you could easily recharge this whenever it runs out of battery. I have not charged this, not even once, since I purchased this, so that's a good sign. And it looks cute. It's very portable and flat. It doesn't feel bulky, and it's very stylish. And that wraps up my favorites. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel to keep up with the updates about me and just beauty in general if you're interested in that. And I will catch you on the next video. Bye!